Now, which one of these storylines by TKO is the worst? Now, let's start at 2024. Now, Roman Reigns was scheduled to fight the Royal Rumble winner, which was Cody Rhodes, after a year-long battle back to the championship after he lost to Roman Reigns the previous year at WrestleMania 39, until The Rock inserted himself due to TKO orders into the main event, making it Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40, until there was a massive fan backlash, and then WWE did a massive U-turn, and it ended up being one of the greatest matches of all time, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, on WrestleMania 40, with Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns. So again, that kind of ended pretty well, but again, it was a rough and rocky start. Then we get on to last year, the fact that John Cena, who hadn't been a heel since 2003, I think it was, hadn't been a heel in his massive baby run push, the face of the company, been a babyface, even though there's been loads of times fans have been calling for him to change character, turn heel. He finally turns heel against Cody Rhodes because TKO brought in The Rock again because ticket sales were low for Elimination Chamber. Originally, The Rock's plan was to turn Cody heel. Triple H pushed back on that, so they came to kind of an agreement that John Cena would turn heel instead. Cena agreed, but because it wasn't The Rock's plans, he kind of walked away from said heel turn after the turn was revealed at Elimination Chamber, thus making John Cena turning heel completely pointless, as the only reason we thought he was going to turn heel was to align himself with The Rock to be his champion. He was not involved in the storyline anymore, thus making it really pointless why he even turned heel in the first place, and damaging the heel turn in its entirety, to be honest with you. I don't think Cena really recovered until he turned babyface later on in that year, so you've got that storyline there. And also, was also to top it off, the fact he won the championship with Travis Scott interfering, him being the major player for the reason why Cody Rhodes lost the WWE title after having it for a year, was crazy, crazy. Sour taste for WrestleMania 41's main event, and yeah, not one I look on fondly at all. Then you get into this year. Now, WrestleMania hasn't happened yet, but the massive reveal of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, who was on the phone to Randy Orton telling him to turn his back on Cody Rhodes and be vicious, and like he was before, turning heel. And it was none other than Pat McAfee. Out of all the people you could have picked Bob Orton, Ted DiBiase, Shane McMahon, John Cena, The Rock, etc. It could have even been himself. The voices in his head, he's having some kind of character change where he's just talking to himself. It could have been that, but no, you chose Pat McAfee, who has no link to the story at all, has no link to Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes, and for me, hasn't got a purpose in this storyline whatsoever. And again, that was on orders by TKO. For me, I'm going to go with this year, to be honest with you. I feel like even though last year it was an absolute travesty, at least John Cena and The Rock were obviously, again, for one night only, was a credible kind of duo. Travis Scott was kind of in the background, but then they had to push him further forward. But again, you guys in the comments let me know which one you think is the worst. And for more content, please like, share, subscribe, and follow T Chazo Universe.